Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. I apologize for the wind noise. It's a little bit breezy today. We are out near the eastern plains of Colorado. We're about a quarter mile from the town of Callahan, and we have come out to the paint mines, one of the most unique and gorgeous places that I have ever had the privilege to come out and explore. For anyone who lives in Colorado, if you've never heard of the paint mines, one, you've been living under a rock. Two, they are a series of hoodoos that over time have exposed themselves in this little kind of quarry-esque kind of site, and they are just so gorgeous. They're colorful. They've got lots of red and pink and magenta and orange colors to them, and they are literally one of the most unique places in the entire state. It's a big draw for locals to come out and hike around and check them out. It's a free park. It's open to the public. So yeah, today we're out here, we're doing a little bit of walking around, a little bit of hiking, and we're gonna try and get a little bit more creative with our shooting today. It's going to be a challenge to get a landscape shot with all of these power lines and homes out there. The power lines don't bother me so much as the home does. Not because I don't want anybody to not live right there, but just because it kind of is distracting and takes away from what would be a gorgeous scene. The power lines would just illustrate that we're, you know, in a rural area. But I think what we're gonna do, I've brought my 50mm lens with me today, and we're just gonna go down and do some more creative shooting, see if we can get some more creative angles here. Maybe come sunset, we might try to get a decent sunset image. It's looking promising. We've got a lot of high cloud today. As long as it doesn't cloud up behind Pikes Peak, that's what kills sunsets out here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna head on down and go see what we can find, have a little explore. I know there's some college students down there checking it out. Hopefully they're not climbing around on the hoodoos. That's against the rules and it will damage them. So for anybody who does come out here after seeing this vlog, please don't climb around on the hoodoos. They're fragile. They erode easily because they're sandstone. Just don't do it. Just don't do it, guys. Please respect nature. Okay, with that little PSA out of the way, let's head down there. So I will say that right now is not the most ideal time to be shooting landscape photography. The sun right now is still pretty high. It's a little after 3:30, I believe, getting on towards the evening, but we still are quite a ways before we get any good golden light, if we get any. You know, again, these clouds up here could just swamp the light. It all depends on what happens over Pikes Peak. But for the shots that I kind of have envisioned today, we might be able to work around them, getting in tight, using our 50mm and getting some more artsy-fartsy shots. So we'll just see. You know, today's all about just getting out and having a little bit of fun, trying to get a little bit of a break from the whole monotonous going out, finding an epic landscape and shooting that with sunrise or sunset. Those shots obviously are the shots that everybody loves, but they can get a little monotonous. So let's get down there and see if we can find something a little fun to play around with. This is a cool little scene right here. We've got this, it's supposed to be a trail, but we've had water coming through and creating what looks like kind of a mini, like one of those aerial shots you'll see of people like up in plains and shooting down on rivers and bays and that sort of stuff. So that's really cool. The light right now is way too harsh though to make that a photograph, but come back around probably 5 o'clock. I think that could be really something. So this is something to keep in mind for later. watching a lot of Ben Horn's YouTube videos because I'm looking for just different, odd, and unique angles, shapes, colors, patterns, just anything that kind of catches my eye. I've come up to this one spot. It's kind of cool because we've got this. It's not a hoodoo, but it's the edge of one of probably the hillside here. It's come down. We've got a gradient going from orange kind of to a kind of marble color to a red kind of magenta color, kind of sloping down. It's got a nice curve, and I really, really like that. I'm having an issue getting a good composition with it though, because I don't know, for some reason I feel like maybe I can't get quite wide enough, or I can't get the position just right so I don't have any distracting elements coming in from the sides. I'm in really tight quarters here, which is why I haven't set up the tripod. I've got my 18 to 135 still on here. I know I said I was going to switch over to the 50 mil, but I tried that and it's too tight. I always overestimate, overestimate, I'm not sure. I always misjudge the fact that this 7D Mark II is a crop sensor camera, and when you put a 50 millimeter on there, it turns actually into an 85-ish millimeter focal length. So that's giving me some issues. I still like this image. I don't know. I think my biggest problem with it right now is I can't seem to eliminate. I feel like I need to include the sky, even though I don't know. I want sky, but I don't want sky. I want sky. I don't want sky. It's driving me crazy. Something about this I feel like needs to work, but I'm just not sure what about it is going to work. So I'm going to have a play with it a little bit more. To take a few handheld test shots. I'm probably not going to set up the tripod because we're in really tight quarters right here. And I don't want to bother with feeling claustrophobic. So I will check in with you guys here in just a second. So I think I might have finally found a way to make this shot work. I've been kind of moving in and moving out and moving in and moving out and just keeping the camera up here in my favorite orientation to shoot a camera, which is vertical, and just been playing around, staying at 18 millimeters, but moving in and moving out and trying to create a different perspective that way. And I think I've finally managed to capture a shot that works for this. In at 18 millimeters, I just came in a little bit. I know I kind of moved out of frame right there. Let me see if I can step back here. So I move just camera up like this. I leaned in just a little bit. And I think I may have zoomed in to roughly around 20 millimeters and composed, gotten a little bit lower and shot up. And that, I think, has made the shot much better. So settings-wise, let's just pull this up here. F11, ISO 100. At 100 and, or not 100, that's weird, at 1/320 of a second. So plenty fast for being around 20, between 18 and, oh, hi guys.
Howdy.
Hi. Sorry about that, guys. The family from California was standing up on the edge of the hill there and distracted me. Anyway, so yeah, that was the setup. I just took the shot, handheld, vertical, with those settings, and I think it turned out really well. So here's the image. Let's just start walking around a little bit more and see what else we can find. So I probably should have been doing this from the beginning, but I'm going to start carrying garbage bags around with me because what the hell? Seriously, people, what? I don't get it. I truly don't get it. Why would you leave a glass in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not even a plastic glass. Somebody brought out a glass. There's even still water in it. I can't deal. I can't deal with people. That's upsetting. That's very upsetting. So image number 2 of the day. This is really a really interesting scene. You know, I've walked in this hoodoo area dozens of times, and I don't know how I've always missed this. What we've got is we've got 2 kind of tiny, what do you want to call them? Mounds, hoodoos. They're not full-on hoodoos, but they're coming up off of this kind of more level base area. And right now, the sun has, it's behind some high clouds, so it's diffusing a little bit. So we're not getting any dramatic lighting, but we've got a bank of more mid-puffy, not nimbulous, but different types of clouds. I need to look up my types of clouds, but they're lined up perfectly with this image. So we've got the 2 rock formations on either side, as you can see, shooting vertical orientation, because what else do you expect from me? And we have just this little crevice that's just kind of running down the middle of the image, and we've got some red, orange, blue rocks down there in the bottom third of the image, and this is a cool shot. I can't believe I've never seen this before out here. This is why it pays to come back out to the location time and time again. Even though I'm one of those people, sorry guys, the dead cat muff is dripping its hairs down in there. Even though I'm one of those people that can get really bored with going back to the same location over and over again, if it's a good location, it's worth it. So definitely an image that was worth coming down here and getting into these hoodoos to capture. Settings wise, waking up the camera here real quick. ISO 100, f13 to give me plenty of not dynamic range, plenty of depth of field. I don't think I need to go down to f16. I don't think that's necessary. And shutter speed 1/160th of a second. So just, oh, and 10-second timer, because again, I have no matter how gently I press, it still kind of shakes, so I give it a 10-second timer just to be on the safe side. I'm not really worried about my lighting conditions right now. So yeah, this is just an awesome image right here. I think I'm gonna just level this out a little bit, and that's looking pretty good. And yeah, I'm just gonna take this one more time. Awesome image right here. So remember how I said I've been watching a lot of Ben Horn's YouTube videos lately? Well, I think his style is starting to rub off on me a little bit, because in part of the image that I just took here, those rocks that are in the bottom third of the image, well, I was kind of looking at them and I decided, you know what? Those are kind of an image of their own. It's kind of, I don't know, artsy-fartsy-ish, kind of what we were going for today. So, still in portrait orientation, I've kind of just tilted the camera down a little bit, and I've zoomed in and just made those rocks the focus of the image itself. I've changed the internal crop to 4:3. I don't know how I feel about that. 4:3 3 seems still just a little too much. I might, in post, I might change that to a 4x5. Again, the internal crop in here when you're shooting raw, it's just data. It doesn't change the actual image itself. When you load it into Lightroom, it will give you that 4:3 or 16:9 perspective, but you can still change it. So just a non-destructive way of shooting in the camera. So I'm not sure how I feel about the crop, but the image itself, kind of cool, kind of not abstract, but kind of artsy fartsy. Again, he's got some red, orange, blue rocks in here. I think that'll be kind of a cool image in and of itself. So got, for the price of coming to one location, we got 2 images, and by one location I mean this spot right here, not where we took that last image. I'm feeling good about today. I'm not sure how sunset's gonna turn out. We got pretty thick clouds coming in now. We'll see what it does over Pikes Peak, but I feel like these clouds are getting pretty low. I think we're still about an hour-ish from sunset, about an hour and a half. So we will see, So I'm just gonna walk around a little bit more and see what else we can find. This is a good day. This is a good day for photography. Decently maintained bench, and I just have a little bit of water and a snack and kind of evaluate what the scene's looking like here now in the I'd say 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours really, that I've been out here. No, it's only been about 2.5, but anyway, the cloud conditions have definitely changed. If you guys can see, we've got a big bank of kind of lower to mid clouds that have come in and darkened everything down, and the sun right now is going to go behind that. I can see it happening. It's going to go behind this big wave of clouds right here. So I don't know. I really don't know what sunset's going to be like, if we get one at all. So just might have to play a waiting game here for a little while. Luckily, I do feel like we got at least one good image out of today. 2, I think. That first image we took, it's not gonna be in my portfolio. Not bad, but I could have done better. But yeah, I don't know how sunset's gonna turn out tonight. This might not happen at all. So, but we will see. We will wait it out. Just have a little food, a little water, and just see how the rest of the afternoon goes. At least it's nice today. It's like 71, 72 degrees. Much better than what we were having to deal with in March with that bomb cyclone that hit Colorado. That was fun. It was not fun. Alright guys, so I made just a little bit of a mistake when I made my guesstimation about when sunset was. It's actually closer to 7 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. That time change difference always messes with me this time of year. So, according to my PhotoPills app, sunset is supposed to be around 6:53, 7 o'clock. So, I'm thinking we're going to head back to the parking lot and grab our car and drive up. There's a parking area on top of the hill there, and we're just gonna wait there for sunset. As much as I love sitting here and enjoying the view, the breeze does kick up every once in a while and it gets chilly. And when sunset goes down here in Colorado, it gets cold. And I left my sweater in the car because I'm smart. Okay guys, so right now I'm just kind of rushing this because wow, we got some gorgeous golden light right now. It's coming over, it's hitting the hills. We may actually get a good sunset. That would be amazing. And right now I'm just kind of moving here. I'm taking a pano because the setting sun right now is lighting up all of these windmills. And I may take this 1 or 2 more times to see, hopefully that sun does not go behind another cloud bank, because oh wow, this is gorgeous right now. I am so happy with how this is looking right now. I think this panoramic might turn out to be pretty good. I do kind of wish I was able to kind of level out my ball head just a little bit more, but I'm thinking this is gonna be good. I know I'm rambling right now. I'm just so excited. I am so excited about this shot. I may take this pano a couple of times because the light is just getting better and better as I take this shot. So I don't even really know what my settings are right now. F9 to, oh crap, that moves too much. That's okay. That's still within the frame. F9, 1/25 of a second, ISO 100. Panoramic with the 70-200 at 70 millimeters. Wow, this is gorgeous light right now. Well guys, we just got skunked. Crap! Oh, I was so hopeful for a good sunset tonight. All the elements were there, but the high cloud has dissipated. Well, you know what? I would rather come out here and try and fail than have just sat at home and not tried at all. That's the whole point of doing this. Whew. A little bit of a uphill climb with that trail that goes straight down. Well guys, we might not have gotten a, pardon me, we might not have gotten a great sunset shot down in the paint mines. But out back that way, I can focus in on that instead of me. That's looking really good back there. There's no composition to be had. But you know what? That's a gorgeous sunset. And I think it's a great way to end today. We came away, I would call it today a success. Not because we didn't get that sunset, but because we still got 2 shots that I think were actually pretty darn good. That shot with the mini hoodoos, and then I think that second panoramic is actually going to turn out really well. I actually have pretty good hopes for that. So, catch my breath here. Oh man. All right, no more walking and talking there. No more shaky video. Anyway, guys, like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for it being a bit long, but you know what? I'd rather have a long video with good content than a short video with cruddy content. That's just my opinion. Anyway, as always, guys, make sure you check out all of my other videos. Make sure you are subscribed. If you're not already, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload another video. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. And make sure you check out my website, guys. I've got a couple of new pictures up there. And you can always order prints from my website as well. There's a link on my website to order those as well if you're at all interested. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. This was a pretty good day in my opinion. So I'm just gonna end it here and head on back to Colorado Springs, get some dinner, get a beer, and call it good for today. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one here coming up very soon. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a good adventure of your own, and I will see you out on the trail.